New territory. Happened fast, swift.
Here it comes. Bounty runes out in the field. Immediately, Liquid are going to try and battle Gamin Gladiators, but it's going to be Insania who's looking close to dying first. Tofu, he barely managed to live long enough. Holds on so Quinn can claim that coveted first blood. And even Boxy, who does have the and a lot of damage onto the Necro. If he can keep that kind of pace, then he'll prevent the Necro from being able to get that regen. But it does become harder over time. They're going to jump on his eye here, hitting their level 2, while the Kunkka is still shy of that. Zai will manage to walk it off. They actually get pretty low here. Boxy's going to take advantage of this. He should easily be able to pick up at least 1 kill. Celery pops a Fairy Fire. Zai's coming in as well. Can he hit the swing required? He turns back to Darachu instead. A torrent to the side. It catches him. Boxy will never. Darachu can somehow keep himself alive through getting last hits, but no. Run down by the Shikuchi. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Tofu picks up yet another kill, but Insania's already back into it, shows up with the blood grenade. They'll have their revenge perhaps, but Mickey cost his life as he's going to try and limp away. Ace, dive in the tower.
Oh, it's a bad dive.
Now he gets a little bit of a stun underneath the tower. Want to turn around. Liquid will manage to pick up a double off of that when it looked like for sure it was going to be a trade-off 1-for-1.
Farming it up. The question is Nisha going to go for this full vessel? Is he just going to go for a Midas and scale? Like, how does he feel the pace this game is going? Sky makes his first move with a boat. Should be enough damage here.
A lot of heroes, but Ace also has a lot of HP, and Gamin Gladiators are coming in force. Beautiful torrent that hits on 2. Zai still chasing, but the rest of his team is backed away. Now that he's been hit with the Rupture. Caught in place, and Quinn, he sees his opportunity to get at least 1 kill out of this one. Immediate Reaper Scythe put onto the Kunkka to get that stack. Good enough for them. 1 kill for no trade-off.
Okay, I thought they had way more damage, but there's no like early swarm hit on the Centaur, and he just walks it off. 1600 HP.
Run away from all that. Set.
By the Calling's going to be a very vital spell for all these games.
Rupture and Reaper Scythe is a deadly combo for anybody caught out like Zai is. He's going to use the boat almost immediately. See if he can get enough heals. There is going to be that boat buff to be able to help him out. They're going to pop the Supernova. They go for the Reaper Scythe kill onto the Pugna instead and leave Zai for last. They're going to have to dive him underneath the tower. Darachu's pretty sped up here. Mickey's trying to help him out, but the Stampede is going to run over Zai. And they finish him off and run through all of this. Deadshot going to miss from Tofu. Starts putting some damage back onto Gamin Gladiators. With Boxy coming in from behind, there's potential here, but they're fighting into the Necrophos. It's going to be why they're able to take the pace, the super fast pace that they beat out everybody else at this tournament with.
They want to go on him. This is the tankiest hero on the map. They finally have the vessel. That's what's prompting this, and yeah, there's the damage, right? This helps by a huge amount. Suddenly you're back on the board. You can start to hurt when those glaives start bouncing around with the extra attack speed and damage. Great combination to go late game with it, especially with the buildup you go for now with the Shard, the Satanic, the Butterfly. You just become insanely tanky. You can't get the initial burst damage out.
At the same time, I feel like it is kind of a single core lineup where they've got 2 big percentage-based damage dealers on Gamin Gladiators. Tofu, he'll deal with that ward. Tornado is going to catch a mid-stampede. A bit unfortunate there, but it looks like they're going to try and catch the Invoker. They got him from behind. Ace shows up, and Insania, no way he could do enough heals to outdo that damage from Gamin Gladiators. They will both die.
Every time Liquid starts to push back, it's Ace coming in, shutting them.
And I think that's mostly off the Invoker. If they try and jump somebody, then you get a Tornado. It's a great way to be able to respond to that. Easy jump there. Rupture plus Deadshot is a nice combination.
That's the thing, it's mainly just been Nisha running around in Ghost form, trying to make something happen. But the downside with Quasflux and Vote top lane, they can map up again.
They are just targeting Nisha so hard. He shows up again. Insania's behind him with the heals, but it's just not enough, man. Way too much damage. And again, it means Insania, because he couldn't heal up his core enough. His core dies, and so will he.
This was Liquid responding. They brought Mickey, they brought Zai up. Translate that into a Roshan. All of a sudden, this game looks completely different. That is always in the cards if you take a bad fight, especially with Ags on Zai. It's a pretty fast Torrent Storm for an offlane Kunkka.
Spotted Boxy. Love the fact he's carrying his own dust. Yeah. Time lapse straight back into the silence of the Blood Right.
Nowhere to run in this matchup. Absolute death sentence.
Look at all this deep vision that Gamin Gladiators has up to.
You're gonna have that coming out on gaming. Gotta pray you can hold your ground. BKB forced from Darachu.
That is definitely a small win here. Even better if they can get the egg in time, and it looks like they've got it no problem. Always! was a good attempt. If he hit I2, there was a chance for the Phoenix to survive.
Another exit
now.
Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get him off the vision from the Sunstrike. He gets him off the X, pull him back in.
Oh,
He's going to land. Miguel pushed back by the dead shot. But Ace, he's going to be left alone. Gamin Gladiators cutting their losses, and I think
about it.
once again, trying to pull heroes out of position. Gamin Gladiators are not afraid of fighting under this. They have a high ground war.
Yeah, he does. He wants anybody but Quinn right here.
Dual Scepter to hold Zai in place. Quinn, Spirit Vessel put onto him. They have the Torrent Storm, but he gets away thanks to the shard. But they do manage
it around this kid.
Celery deep in the corner. How do you get this
anyway.
guy out of here?
What a corner!
Though. It's on 3. That's beautiful, but immediately the BKB going off. They are doing a lot of damage. The Necrophos is getting low. Can they finish?
Oh, God.
Low, and it's just cleaning up with the glaives. And Celery dove on through the pit, but he missed the Aegis. He was buried.
Perhaps did not expect to have this.
Oh, this is interesting.
Definitely
Boxy,
served.
they gave him all the farm that's coming in bottom lane. He's building a Lincoln. So they're going to try and protect their Luna. Even more buff ups. You said, you know, you've got so much to put on this Luna. You start putting some item upgrades in there like Lincolns. That would help do a lot to protect against Quinn. He just jumps in so deep there. The Eclipse is going to be doing a lot of damage. The Meteor on top of that one with a quick full heal. Mickey aiming to finish off that tower. The Reaper Sight's going to go off, but Mickey's on his BKB. He's getting burned out here. They couldn't even get through the Aegis. And over 7 down to Ratio thinks they're just diving after Mickey, but again, he has the extra life, even if
Hard.
and the problem's going to be is Aegis expires in a minute. Liquid can get a lot in that minute of time, but then as the Aegis expires, he picks up a Satanic. So even if that second life is gone in 50 seconds, he will have additionally a second life thanks to Satanic.
You gotta wear through this. You're looking down the second lane potentially. I mean, Mickey's just taking names right here, plus Sunstrikes.
Oh, and a man dodge stops Ace entirely from spotted here. This is what this Invoker, I feel like, has been so good at throughout the tournament, is being in bids, running around the map, and finding these heroes who are trying to find some. Oh, Duraccio, what happened? Gone in an instant, trying to help out Ace, and
Zai's gonna take it over.
Quinn.
The problem with Kunkka.
He was trying to cut waves because he knows the final push is coming in, so he's hoping to be able to buy a few more seconds, but he's gonna get caught out here. He is 100% dead. But he does have buyback. So he's going to have to use this for some desperate fight.
Your Luna, let him do the work. Let the Glaives do the work.
Luna is so good at being able to siege down tier 4s with those bouncing Glaives. Getting pretty low already off that bit of burst. See if they can get him again. The Manta dodges. Mickey, he is so on point with it, but he does get burned out anyway. Second life, BKB and Cheese are going to be ready to go for this one. Immediately feared up though, does get out the BKB, turns around, fights Duraccio. Duraccio has it out of there.
That's BKB down though, Ace. He wants to punish it. He doesn't get the stop though.
They need to be able to slow down Liquid, but Liquid actually going to turn underneath the Supernova though. That one is going to be a little bit sticky, and Quinn jumps forward, takes his opportunity, the Reaper side, but no! The save comes out just in time, back to full he goes. He gets the Cheese off, and now he's ready to rumble.
Oh, what a time-lapse timing. Just when you think you're going to get a Reaper kill after all the BKBs and the Glimmers are down. No, Boxy is waiting for you.
Picks up that Aghanim Scepter just in time.
Down. Create a situation where you force Ace to jump, and then Mickey's going to have a good fight.
There it is, pull him out of position, hit him with the nullifier. See if they can get that BKB out of him, but Quinn doesn't hit the button. Hold strong for now, but they are taking damage on their tier 4s. The Megas start streaming in. Nice torrent into Cataclysm, a beautiful setup, and that's going to be Ace going down with no buyback. And Mickey sees his opportunity now to be able to hit the tier 4s. Gamin Gladiators back away. The throne is going to be exposed. Duraccio tries to come in, sliced and diced by the Glaive. No contest whatsoever. They can take down anybody they want on the side of Gamin Gladiators. Liquid will complete the comeback in style. shame. It is still something to note that Quinn's rotation is going to be all the more powerful.
Yeah, but look at this. Ace round 2.
Ace hit his level 6, but chose not to level up his ultimate. He's doing a lot of damage. He has to back away. 1 versus 3. Now they know the rotation is coming in from Quinn. He's to get it with the swashbuckle. Oh, clips Nisha. Not quite finished up Mickey. They'll get the kill on Insania instead. Deep in though, the courier spotted, and they know Nisha is still trying to get out of here. Fortunately, he's just a bit too quick for Quinn. From Tofu, and they could still try and chase down Nisha here. Hit him with the dead shot, push him into the bear. The base boost chasing after him, slow him down, immediately got entangled, but he did have that illusion who quickly dispels that. Rolling Thunder on its way, the big ball. It's Nisha, once, twice. Ravage, though, on the side, though. No follow-up to this Rolling Thunder. Quinn's going to be left alone now as he's caught in the X. That magic immunity will not last forever, and he's pulled back into his death.
See, he's just going to push up here and give him the vision to maybe just push in the mid-tower.
Back into
or
it
are they?
Here.
The greed.
Perfect opportunity. Mask Man is going up, but Mickey cannot get far enough away in time. The dead shot repositions him right into that, not even needing the Rolling Thunder to hit a few times. And Dyrachyo already made this rotation over, so kind of similar to the move that Liquid did.
Dyrachyo?
Yeah.
So this is, not the BKB rush. He's not going to join some early fights. Another boat on Quinn with the Grep Gampin. See you later.
There's a good reason for the Torrent Storm there as well, I guess. When you have a Pugna amping up magic damage, that Torrent Storm can actually do a lot.
Turning this hero into a burst hero.
Yeah. Hit that Pango. Get him pulled back after the Rolling Thunder. Instead, it hits Celery, but immediately pops the Supernova. And they're actually kind of in a bad position here. The Torrent Storm,
the bear.
That's going to help.
Behind.
That shot push him back into the silence. Quinn's trying to lip away. That double damage is dangerous, but he doesn't have the attack speed to get the swing in.
Two kills. Over. Me is about the Lone Drew pace versus
Blink away time.
Fights.
Blink gets disabled. He is tanky though. Making his way back to the tier 2. Nisha's here on top of that one. He's gonna throw it. Oh, what a hit! What a big damage with the follow-up of the boat. Isn't enough burst damage though. It's not quite enough. They need a little bit more. The heals start coming in onto Nisha. They prioritize keeping people alive. Well, Zai jumps forward to try and finish up this bear. And the bigger bear, Quinn, rolling interception, trying to stop these heroes from pushing in, but they kill the bear and the big one, and they both go down to Gamin Gladiators will lose both their supports and this lone druid that they have funneled so much gold into.
That was your big Lone Druid Radiance fight. What you want?
Trying to jump onto Quinn. Once again, the X stops the Rolling Thunder. The burst magic damage is so good against this Pango. They have just enough disables and just enough magic damage to finish him off.
That was perfectly executed. You cannot ask for any better timings there.
It is all the more dangerous once your tier 3 is down and you start getting those bouncing glaives into play. Trying to pull Dyrachyo out of position, almost got him, but he pushed a little bit over to the side instead. Harpoon pulling in the Kunkka. Now
committed rolling.
Follow this one up.
He has no BKB, you gotta remember.
Yeah, they're gonna be Nisha dying straight up immediately. Now Liquid left at a 4 versus 5. He's gonna stand his ground, but Quinn, what a hit on through with a swashbuckle, almost finishing up. The Radiant's gonna run down Mickey on his first life. He's gonna come back and there's nobody left alive. No
absolute disaster.
However, Liquid, they are absolutely gonna be losing 4 here and absolutely nothing claimed on the side of Liquid. What a disaster.
Didn't even Ravage, didn't get Torrent Storm off, didn't use the Luna BKB because what is the point after everybody's dead? That siege went horribly wrong. And they're happy with the fight. You take this Pugna and Ench out. Dyrachyo, he is just gonna run in. Does not give a damn.
He gets Ravaged.
Or does
they burst it down in time. The Rolling Thunder is gonna try and stop things. And Dyrachyo gets off his BKB. Now he's gonna be able to fight back. Mickey forcing forward, trying to put the damage onto Dyrachyo, but underneath the Supernova, the Dragon side back into it. And Mickey has to start running away, but the bear is on the other side.
Clean it house.
Sandwiches Liquid in this, and they are done for in this fight. They cannot stop the bear. Liquid, aggressive engagement from them, another utter disaster. They trade 1 for 5. They don't need the Razor to hit high.
Coming out on this Razor, you're in trouble. You're in absolutely big trouble here as he is not strong enough to fight the Razor through 90% of his HP and the bear through potentially a resummon.
Speaking of that bear, That's going to be the casualty of this push from Gamin Gladiators. They do not manage to get the melee barracks.
All inside. You need a good Ravage jump on the
And he gets the green initiation. It's just the Phoenix and maybe that Lone Druid. Backlight still got the Supernova. Now comes the Rolling Thunder. Yeah, the 8 dies, but are you going to be able to fight this one? Once again, they're trying to kite out this BKB of Mickey. Dorachio's in deep, though. Want to make use of this Aegis. Clears space for Redson.
Oh, that's
Storming a lot of them. Torn Storm bouncing off Gamin Gladiators up
Bear's
there.
dead.
And this team fight is too much.
Don't summon.
The Bear dies before Dorachio's back into play. Well, they're running out of firepower. Mickey's low, but he gets out from Boxy. Is he able to stay alive here? Another tidal wave coming in, trying to help him out. The disarm helps a bit, but they realize it. They have run out of power. They start retreating. They cannot save Mickey. They'll leave whoever is left behind. It's going to be 3 down on the side of Liquid, but it was a fair engagement to them.
He's just ninja gearing in.
Zai puts himself in the front lines. They're immediately going to pounce onto him. Seeing if they can chase him down, slow him down, pull him back in as much as possible. They're trying to reset. He did manage to get a blink away. So they are really resetting off this one. The refresh immediately put to use. Dorachio,
it's a man fight.
One fight against Mickey. He's going to be able to win, and he is. No problems there whatsoever. And he doesn't give a damn about your water park ride, Mr. Kunkka. He's going to fight through this one. Oh, the Ravage coming up. He's going to maybe be able to get out, but Dorachio is still up. The last little bit of damage coming out from Insania is not going to be enough. Dorachio this time. He mans up this time. He challenges Team Liquid, and he is the one left still standing in the end.
Puts Mickey in the dirt with that second BKB. No way Luna wins that man fight in round 2. It was good kiting initially from Liquid, but the longevity here in the items, the satanic, and this Razor aggression has paid off in game 2.
And with the they can end it right here, right now. Liquid, they don't have the buybacks. I think they're just hoping Gamin Gladiators don't actually go for the throat.
Not even close to buybacks. This is a game 2 win for sure here. We're going to get a game 3 between these two teams. An absolute beauty of a series right now as Gaming strikes back. Still, we're seeing Ace struggle up here, man. That first blood did work for Mickey, and Liquid are continuing to abuse him on the lane here. Wraith being not the strongest level 1 and 2 hero. You're really looking for that 3 to 5, and you really want to get kills or good lane pressure out of the skeletons. Just hasn't happened for Ace so far.
Back gonna be in trouble here. He gets one last stomp off before he goes.
Level advantage. Yep, double range, both level 3 to the level 2s on Liquid side, so Boxing's Eye eventually getting out down here, and I mean, this is a very strong lane of its own. Gaming decided to meet this aggressive lane with even more aggression. Route into Swarm.
Picks up the water rune away from Nisha. Quinn continuing to have Nisha's number. Looks like they're going to go for this Furion kill and get it, but it's going to be a trade-off. Boxy gives up his own life, and Dorachio is going to be happier for it as he puts the damage back onto Zai as he tries to get out.
Opted not for Sakuchi cooldown, just hacking the raw damage to Zai here and taking advantage of early Falcon Blade for some regen. This is a very strong start for Dorachio, top of the board here. These extra kills mean a lot for Weaver in this early game in terms of a snowball carry. This is probably the best one in the meta. They're straight back onto Zai bottom, and it should be a pickup here with that blood grenade taking him out.
It's great reads from Gamin Gladiators. In fact, they get the kill on the top lane as well. Seeing the Skywrath mage TP mid, they knew it was perfectly fine to be able to dive her like they're doing, and now they're just trickling in one by one. Boxy underneath the towers being assaulted, and they can't really do much about it. To try and hide, healing salve a little bit just to stay alive long enough for the Centaur to get here, but it's too late. Zai cannot punish Dyrachyo.
And the creep wave went past that tier 1, so Zai lost the flag bearer creep. Power rune, Tofu lingering around as well. I mean, this is one Liquid want to contest for sure. They're going to bring both support.
They know this time is going to be coming, trying to pull him back into the calling, and it was enough. Beautifully executed by Gamin Gladiators. Just as Insania and Boxy were making their rotation through the river, it could not have been better executed. It burst. Right, their first 4 heroes we see in this game are all magic damage burst. They want to be able to get the numbers advantage. That Aghanim Scepter could ruin that entire concept. Coil underneath tower. Calling hits him a second time with the dead shot, pushing him back in. Tofu is playing this Muerta beautifully.
20-minute period can be very strong for them. They get the ults up. They find some quick bursts on the Weaver. A lot of squishy heroes on Gaming side. So you build up these streaks, you give away a couple pickoffs. Suddenly, Mickey, he's going to be in a decent position.
So much damage, the Vanguard plus the chainmail, and it's still not enough to protect him here. Tofu does get popped. Does Nisha pay the price for it? Managed to dodge some of that damage thanks to the phase shift, and there's a lot of heroes here. Quinn's gonna back away with his haste. Wait till Dyrachyo reinforcement. He's gonna jump onto Boxy, see if he can burst him down. He does so beautifully with the Wrath of Nature coming in. That high level of Celery is finally gonna be able to pay up. Gets him out, boy. That Solar Crest combined with the Weaver burst damage was pretty tough to deal with. The coil, but the orb doesn't land. They're gonna miss a bit of damage here. It looks like they can run down Tofu all the same. He gets off the calling, gets off a little bit damage before he falls. 12-minute power rune, and Liquid claim one for themselves.
18.5 minutes here. In fact, 13 on the dot. He finishes it on the courier.
It's gonna be crazy good timing. A pickup, they have to get this. They committed so many heroes for it. They do manage to bring down Dyrachyo. Almost got Celery as well. Zai just barely outside of that range.
That's that coil around those items. Keep finding the pickoffs with the puck off cooldown and pull this game out.
Pick off on Mickey here behind the tier 2. Celery completes the TP, spots Mickey. Quinn gets behind him now. See if they can burst him down. They've got plenty of silences and stuns to make sure there's no chance of Asunder. And thanks to the skeletons.
Those are the things that have to line up here, which is why you need Zai and Nisha to create the initiation or at least take the brunt of the go. Echo finished for the Void Spear here as
that info is going to be a little bit troublesome. Breaks the smoke move and goes for the pick off onto Tofu. It's not immediate. In fact, Insania, who tried to jump forward to finish him off, is going to be running into the silence. They trade out supports though. Zai trying to find a target somewhere in this, only stomping up Celery, but Celery doesn't care. He's pretty tanky. In fact, he turns around. Mickey is going to be stalled up. They do manage to bring down the Wraith King the first time. Skywrath Mage is going to be left victim to Dyrachyo's aggression. Mickey now trying to get out, but too many heroes are there. A double kill for Quinn and a 1-for-4 exchange for Gladiators.
Muerta continually causing Liquid problems in these fights. It's so hard to engage into this calling plus the dead shot reflecting heroes into it. And of course, continue to look for it. And Dyrachyo continues his hunting spree.
Yeah, he's got Decrepify, so he's going to be okay for a small window of time. The silence is lasting on to Dyrachyo. Oh, we barely got off that time lapse. That was a close call, but he does it. And because maybe he lives here, still hit by the
climb.
Smoke up Tofu and Quinn. Just like that last game where we saw the killing power of the Pugna plus Kunkka go to work, this combo has been equally deadly. They're going to try and put it to work on Zai once again, slowing down his Blink Dagger time and time again. The dead shot does not land. Can Quinn finish the job? He's going to jump in, but immediately gets stopped up, and the overextension. Oh, he's got just a little bit left. Oh, he gets away to simulate on out, and they cannot finish the job. Even Insania on the side. Quinn doubles back, sees the support trying to get the kill, but he dances away freely, and now Insania has got himself killed as well.
2,000 HP on a mid backline jumper. I mean, that is the Echo. It's been decimated here. And we are feeling it as Liquid are also feeling it. Trying to rally around these tower defense, and I mean, this is coming down to Mickey, right?
Oh, mass CPs, but the coil wasn't in time. Managed to get the blink backwards. They're gonna have to just hope they get Celery, but even that, Gamin Gladiators are showing they're willing to turn around and fight, and Zai's gonna die again before he gets his blink dagger. The initiation missing, and pieces of it will continue to be missing as they lose yet another fight on the side of Liquid. Now, yeah, it's the BKB out of Dyrachyo. Again, the third time he's picked up a BKB, and the first charge is used defensively, but I'm sure this one feels a lot better because they're killing Zai again. 7 deaths in 20 minutes. That has to be one of the highest death counts I've
going to be running around immune for 9 seconds, but we did get the Scotty on Nikkei, and this is one of the big comeback mechanisms for Liquid. If you can get a good fight with a reflection on Ace with Scotty just kiting out these heroes.
Seller cuts him off. Oh, 10 HP, he does die in the end. Meanwhile, mid lane, they are fighting this one out. Quinn, once again, survives on just a little bit of damage. He actually went for that kill, you madman. The block, the shield is just enough. They get Celery out of it, but Mickey, he's going to be in trouble. As soon as Zai dies, they're going to turn it off. It's got the Aether in the lands. He gets it just on the tip. Quinn survives and gets Mickey killed with his final touch.
Coming fast. 2 minutes left on the Aegis here. Do you go high ground?
Yeah, I mean, they already picked it down to half, so
yeah,
as well.
You are going high ground.
They try and burst him, take away that Aegis as quick as possible. Not enough. Zai dies for pretty much nothing, because Dyrachyo just shrugs off that damage with the time and item. It's not like, oh, we gave up 2 lanes to Barracks, but now we have this. This will help us win everything. As, oh, Nisha gets caught up by that one. Phase shift, he's able to blink away. The clawing's going to be a problem, but he does manage to blink, but straight into the arms of Dyrachyo. Easily takes up that kill and looks for more. Insania's going to be cleaned out. That's a dieback for him. Zai dies right next to the fountain. Gamin Gladiators are way too strong for Liquid right now, and they're going to go for the killing blow by taking Megas in the bottom lane. Again, there is really rolling in for Liquid. Mickey is definitely trying to farm up a BKB, but he's one whole component away.
Ace straight back
almost one-shotting Boxy, barely even needed Quinn's help.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with this meta. 5 seconds on the cooldown for Mickey. Just praying he has enough time to get this, use it, make something happen.
Managed to grab him, dies again. Zai.
Where's the team? They're all dead. I mean, meta.
Mickey against the world. Ace immediately going to jump onto him. Anybody help? Ain't no chance at Asunder, and GG is called. Gamin Gladiators will do it for the 22nd time this season. They will bring down Team Liquid. They've had their number all year.